Hello, folks. I am back, and this time I'm back with a question and answer session moment. And before I get to that right now, I just want to thank all my subscribers and people who view my videos. And a lot of times on YouTube, there are people that not only give you their opinions, they also are concerned for your well being and to use firearms safely. And one of those gentlemen is going to be the Patriot Rocks 2. Now, the Patriots Rocks 2 was, he sent me a message, and his concern was still over this controversial situation with the P320 and its safety. He also sent me a link regarding that. And also, I found another video about the safety issues with the P320. But that's going to be for another video. So I'm just going to get to this question and answer session. But I will do a follow-up. If some of you may remember, I did a video called "Why Haven't I Carried My P320 Yet?" And it's going to be a follow-up to that video. But in the meantime, this question and answer session is from a guy named Steam. Steam basically had a question about the compatibility of the AXG grip module, which we all know is the aluminum frame grip that is so popular right now and it's getting everybody's attention. As you know, I have the AXG uh, P320 Scorpion, and then later on, SIG has introduced these AXG grip modules. Now, right now, it is only in the color black, but I do realize that they are going to come out with other colors or other, let's say, plates here to put in, or grip plates in here. So his question is, how is this grip module compatible with other uh, uh, slides and so forth? So I'm not going to, like I always say in my videos lately, I don't know what YouTube is doing, but if I'm just going to take these apart off camera just so I won't have those issues. And also, all these firearms were checked prior to the video and are safe. If there are magazines in there and the firearms, it's for aesthetics. So getting to this firearm, the magazine is already out. As you know, I like to play around with these different type of slides. So as you see, you know it is compatible with this one. So taking this off the camera here and grabbing the other slide, which is this one right here. And these are the Pro Cut slide series that Sig Sauer has introduced the previous year, and as you see, it is compatible with this grip module, and everything functions perfectly. I've actually shot this several times, and it is really a nice look, depending on if you want an all black look, and they have different slide colors. Now, one of the biggest questions was, is this grip module going to be compatible with, let's say, the X5 right here? Now, one of the concerns that Steam had was whether or not these grip modules are from the AXG are going to be compatible because of the length of the slide. So, and because he was concerned that the grip module, especially when you look at this grip module here, and this is one of my other grip modules, this is the carry size. So if you look closely, the carry size is roughly the same. It is the same size as the AXG slide. So I'm going to take this apart again so you can see a little closer because I'm trying to maneuver around the camera. I apologize. And if you look here, if you line them up perfectly, if I can, as you see, they are roughly exactly the same length, even with the same cut right there. The only difference is of course the AXG is made of aluminum. Everything is put together in here. That's the weight I always use in all of my regular polymer grip modules. I always put that weight in there. And if you look, everything pretty much looks identical when you look across here. Pretty much identical, except for, of course, we know this is aluminum slide. Now, if you look again, his one question is, will this slide work on here? One of the because if you look at the length of the X5 slide right here, and the X5 slide is pretty much the same as the Legion slide, so there's really no difference. If you look at it, the slide is actually about maybe an inch or about the same length So if you saw that I had that this slide on the AXG frame, you look here, it's pretty much the same. The only difference is with the X5 is that when you look under the what they call the where the Picatinny rail section is, or what they call the it's escaping me right now. The regular term, oh, dust cover. If you look at the dust cover is a little bit longer, and if you look, it's about a half inch or so, a little bit longer, which also adds maybe one more Picatinny slot. So I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to take the AXG frame and to see if this will work. I already know the answer. And there it is. As you see, it's a little longer right here. So if you notice where the dust cover, where the Picatinny slots are, the actual area where the what I'm trying to say is where the recoil spring is, it's a little bit longer, it protrudes out a little more, and you can see that right here. This does work. I have fired it at the range. It works with no problem, no malfunctions, no issues whatsoever. So one thing that SIG has done is they've given you so many different options on what you can do with slide configurations, what your style is, what you want it to look like, etc. So that's why you got so much modularity with these particular grip modules. And as you see here, it's a nice size. I believe if you look at the tungsten grip, which they call the TXG, the tungsten grip here is a little thicker from going widthwise here. A little bit more thicker. So somebody with smaller hands might prefer the AXG grip because you can grip it a little better than maybe the tungsten. You feel like your hand is a little bit too fat. Some people like fatter grips, some people like thinner grips. That's why there's variety. Now you're looking in the background and you see a 1911. So you're saying to yourself, what does the 1911 have to do with this? Well, this is my Springfield Armory TRP operator. And what I was going to do was show you it's roughly the same shape. And I'm going to have to lay this down and move the camera so you can see what I'm talking about. And there it is. And pretty much everything is identical except for the beaver tail safety is pretty much that sits out a little bit further. Everything is pretty much identical as far as the profile is concerned. So that's the size that you're going to get. Think about it as a government model version for the P320, a government model size for the P320. So the only other thing I could say about this is the slide on these X5s feel a little bit more girthy as opposed to these slides right here, the standard slide. And it might be a little bit of an illusion because there are extra cuts or whatnot, but it seems a little different. So I hope this answered some questions for Steam, because uh, you actually don't have to have a separate type of AXG frame, so you don't have to worry about SIG coming out with another one. So you have this right here. Everything works perfect. So that's all I have, folks. Any questions, feel free to contact me. And I will try to answer the questions best that I know or try to find an answer for you. So I hope this answered Steam's question. And there are, like I said previously, there are a lot of different configurations that you could do. And also, not to mention, there are third party uh, vendors out there that are going to add more to the Sig Sauer FCU chassis, etc. All right, with that said, happy shooting, stay safe, hashtag 2A. Take care, folks.